Hey YouTube, it's Jonathan, and today we're doing this soft focus nude look, which is very basic, just very blended, glowy, and a little bit on the eyes as well. Today we're starting out by priming the skin with the LeBlanc de Chanel, which is an illuminating primer. This one is more of just a glow. It has no visible shimmer in it at all, and I'm just applying that with my fingertips to the skin. And then to amp up the glow, I'm applying a little bit of the Juice Beauty Illuminating Primer as well, and blending that in again with my fingertips. To build even more radiance on the cheeks underneath the foundation, I'm going to be applying my Laura Geller highlighting stick in the shade Ballerina across the top of my cheekbones, around the eyebrow, down the nose, on the top of the lip, the chin, and under the brows. I'm blending that in with my Real Techniques setting brush and then using the heat of my fingertips to make sure it's extra blended. For foundation today, I'm using the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation and mixing in just a drop of the Smashbox Illuminating pen in the shade Pearl, and I'm applying that with a duo fiber brush for a very soft finish. This foundation is a little dark for me, so I'm also taking it down my neck to blend. And then to conceal, I'm using my Born This Way concealer and applying that underneath the eye to give a little bit of light. Then I'm going to be highlighting the center of the face, down the nose, on the top lip, and again on the chin. Going back to that same duo fiber brush, I'm just going to be blending that in. And then to set that concealing, I'm going to be using my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Diffused Light. I'm just taking that through the center of the face where I applied concealer, and then I'm going to be using Dim Light as almost a bronzer. This is like the softest version of bronzer ever. This is what's going to give that skin the soft focused glow and shape. I'm applying this as I would a bronzer or a contour. For a bit of color on the cheeks, I'm going to be using my Bourjois blush in the shade Jasper Rose and applying that on the center of the cheek and blending back in towards the bronzer color. For that final soft focus touch, I'm going to be applying a little bit of the rose highlighter from Lancome to the top of my cheekbones and down the center of my face. To mattify any unwanted shine, I'm just going to be applying a little bit of my Dermablend powder, and that's just going to go on the sides of my nose and right under the corner of my eyes. To give my brows a lot of fluffy texture, I'm going to be using a lash primer. This is Sills Booster from Lancome, and I'm just brushing my brows up and outward to get them as fluffy as possible, and then I'm going to let that dry and move on to eyes for a second. I'm using a NYX liner in a soft gold shade, applying that in of the waterline of my eye, and then I'm also going to be taking that across the top lid as well, almost like a base. And then I'm going to use the warmth of my fingertips just to blend that in. I'm also going to take that around the lower lash line as well. Then I'm moving on to my Smashbox Always On liner. This is in the shade Moody. I'm applying that to the top lash line, blending it in, and then I'm going to apply it as well to the lower lash line just on the outer corner and blend that in. Then I'm going to be taking this right to connect the corners and then up almost towards the crease to give the eye a little bit of shape, and then make sure I blend everything as well as possible. And lastly, with this liner, I'm going to be taking it on the upper waterline to tightline the eye. And then to give the eye one final blend, I'm going back to my Dim Light powder and just applying that all over the top lid. And then I'm going to go in with the blush color as well, Jasper Rose, and apply that into the socket line and blend up towards the brow bone. Now that the lash primer has dried in the brows and they are looking fluffy, I'm going to go add a little bit of extra color to the brows. This is the Goof Proof pencil from Benefit in the shade 2. And then onto lashes. I'm just giving them a good curl and then moving on to the Benefit They're Real Tinted Lash Primer. This is a dark brown that just defines the lashes without making them the focus. And we're finishing everything off with lips. I'm going to be defining the lip line and also filling in my lips with the lip liner from Lancome in the shade Natural Mauve. And then I'm going in with a champagne colored gloss from Lipstick Queen. I believe this color is discontinued, but I'll leave something very similar in the description box below for you. And that is the finished soft focus nude look. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, and check out the description box because all the products used are going to be listed down there as well. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!